What up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel, my skateboard channel. In this video, I'm going to be comparing two wheels, the Sentrax by ABAC 11 83mm 77A and the Orangutan Kogwama 85mm 80A. Now, the reason I chose to do this video is because both these wheels purport to have the same characteristics. That they're grippy, they're good on difficult surfaces, rough surfaces, and they are fast. So three characteristics: they smooth ride on rough surfaces, really grippy, and fast. So that's what I'm attempting to show in this video. So I'll do this video in three phases. So the first phase is I'll introduce these wheels to you, and that's what I'm doing now. And the second phase of this video, I show myself riding over the different surfaces, and make note of this, YouTube. Okay, so I'm not a professional skateboarder. I really don't do too many tricks. But I go out there and I like to have fun. So don't judge me on my tricks. That's not what I'm attempting to do. What I'm attempting to do in this video is to emphasize these three characteristics: speed, comfortable ride over rough surfaces, and grip. So I chose different surfaces that will exemplify those characteristics, and you'll see that I show the surfaces. I chose one really slippery surface. For those of you who've never tuned into my channels, my other videos, I live in Kaohsiung, Taiwan. And the infrastructure here is interesting, to say the least. They use glazed ceramic tiles to build sidewalks with, and if any of you have ever walked on a slightly wet bathroom floor or kitchen floor, you can appreciate how slippery this surface is. So that's why I got these two wheels, was because of the slippery, very slippery surfaces here in Taiwan. If you're not familiar with the climate here in Taiwan, it's a temperate tropical island, and it's very hot and humid. So this glazed ceramic tile surface gets very slippery after a while. Well, after a while, it's always slippery, and you'll see that in the video. Anyway, so let's get down to the specifications of these wheels. Well, we'll start with the Kogwama. So it's, as I said, 85mm, and it is 80A, and the contact patch is 59mm, either 59 or 58, depending on whether you trust this caliper or not. So it's about 58.5 millimeters, and it's offset. Now, the offset is so slightly offset, it's almost center set. If you can see, I'll do a depth gauge here. So it's difficult to do a depth gauge on this. So the front face, I'll say, is about 20 millimeters deep, And the back face, I will say, is, well, this is, you know, I'm gauging this by eye. I will say the back face is about 11 millimeters deep. So there's a, oh wait, no, correction. That's 15.5 millimeters deep. So that's not much of a difference. So these are somewhere, I say they're somewhere between offset and center set, somewhere in between there. You know, if need be, you could reverse these wheels on your trucks. I don't think there'd be a problem. If you started coning them on one side, then you could reverse them. Anyway, so that's the Kagwama wheel. The next one is the ABEC 11 Centrax. ABEC 11 Centrax, and this is 83 millimeter, and the contact patch on it is 78 millimeter. So that's a lot of, it's really wide. These are 5-inch trucks on a this is a well, as you can see there, it's a Powell Peralta flight deck, and this is the 280. So it's here, there, it's shaped like that. It's got a big back kick tail and a small front kick on it. And anyway, so these are 5-inch trucks, independent Indies, standard Indies, 5-inch. And when I have the Centrax on this is a 9.75-inch deck. And when I have the Centrax on here, they meet, as you can see here, they meet flush with the edge of the deck on both sides. You can see that. So with Indies, standard Indies, and this deck, these wheels are perfect. And the Kagwama, they kind of meet just slightly lower. So there's a little bit of a overhang on the deck, which does not pose any problems. So, and then these Centrax, they are a true center set. They are even on either side. And so these have a squared off edge. It's squared off, and the Kagwama is slightly rounded. You can see that there. And yeah, and this has got some air core in it, and this is a solid core. The Centrax, even though it is 83 millimeter, and it's heavier. It is a heavier wheel than the Kagwama. So anyway, as I said, this is going to be a 3-phase video. First, I'm introducing the wheels and the purpose of this video. Then you'll see me riding on different surfaces, and then I will talk to you again after that. The 3rd phase, I will give another short presentation again on which wheel I feel to be, in my opinion, okay, obviously everyone has their own opinion, but in my opinion, which wheel I prefer, and for the reasons why. Okay, so enjoy my video, YouTube, and don't forget to smash that like button. Peace out. Okay, welcome to the conclusion of this video. So this is what I've found between the Centrex ABEC 11 Centrex wheels and the Kagwama Orangutan Kagwama wheels. So I set out to determine whether which one of these wheels was better at grip, with a comfortable ride over rough terrain, and for speed. So we'll start with grip. I found that the ABEC 11 has a slightly better grip due to the contact patch and the fact that it has a squared off edge here. The Kagwama has a rounded edge and a slightly less contact patch. Now, I'm not taking anything away from the Kagwama, so, because it does break out slightly, and it's a good wheel. If you were thinking of buying the Kagwama, go ahead and buy the Kagwama. I'm not suggesting that this is a lesser quality wheel. It has its properties, but I'm looking for something that will give me confidence on some of these surfaces that you saw on the video, the very slippery surfaces. And this one is good on those surfaces, but the ABEC 11 is slightly better as far as grip goes. Now, the second one was over rough surfaces, and again I find the ABEC 11 to be better on rough surfaces, over cracks, bumps, and rocks, and missing tiles and stones and stuff like that. Again, probably it's a softer durometer, and again, I think that the contact patch has something to do with that, because it's, you know, it spans those gaps much better. Now, as far as speed goes, again, the Centrex wheels were considerably faster, noticeably faster. If you have these wheels, you'll notice that these wheels take the slightest grade and accelerates on it. These wheels just seem to accelerate, whereas the Kagwama, again, are a good wheel, excellent wheel, but just aren't quite as fast as these wheels, which is strange. It's because they're wider, you would think that they would be slightly slower, but no. And again, you'd think that because the durometer is softer than the Kagwama, you'd think that they would be slower, but no, again. So overall, for my review, I prefer these Centrex, the ABEC 11 Centrex wheels, 83 millimeter and with a 78 millimeter contact patch. But again, you know, these Kagwama wheels are a really excellent wheel. I'll continue to use these probably on my other board, because they're excellent wheel. But just in my opinion, I prefer these wheels for those three characteristics. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed my video. Don't forget to smash that like button and leave some comments. If you have both these wheels and you've done a review on them, then I'd be more than happy to share or read your comments. Okay, peace out, YouTube.